We just hit $250,000 a month. Every other guru is talking about e-commerce, Airbnb, TikTok, influencer. I think this is all bullshit. What you really need to do is get into a service-based business. Ever since I got into a service-based business, we've done over 6 figures a month consistently. Now keep that in mind. Not all the service-based businesses are gonna hit those marks until you follow this. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Rish and I am a business owner of a funding-based company. Essentially, we provide funding-based solutions and raise capital for startup owners, existing business owners, and real estate business owners. A little bit about my background is I started off my journey as an e-commerce business owner, and eventually, after multiple failures, I reevaluated exactly why those failures are happening, and there is only one answer: lack of capital. So immediately, I've been into software business, I've been into e-commerce business, I've been into multiple other businesses, and the only reason why I wasn't able to scale those businesses is because of lack of capital. Now, let me tell you this. Anybody that tells you to scale your business to the next level without having access to capital, they're all bullshitting. Trust me, I've been through that journey. It requires money to make money. So the reason why I'm shooting this video is to save you from being deceived by all these other gurus out there on the internet. All these gurus, they're just trying to get your money and get you into their coaching program. They don't want to teach you. They don't know exactly what they're doing because all they want to do is make money from teaching you that they haven't even learned in the first place. The goal for this video is to show you the power of starting a service-based industry. If you look at Apple, if you look at Facebook, if you look at Google, if you look at any other businesses, they all started off as a service-based business, solving actual real problems. I'm not saying you shouldn't start an e-commerce business, or I'm not saying you shouldn't start an Airbnb business. All I'm telling you is service business is the way to go if you're a beginner. If you look at the historical data, look at Iman Gaji, look at Andrew Tate, they all started off their journey with a service-based business. Iman Gaji started off with the SMMA business. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to start your own service-based business and hit your first 6 figures a month in the next 90 days. So stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to show you no one has ever talked about. So number 1, I break the business in 2 parts: acquisition and fulfillment. First of all, acquisition has its own pillar and you need to keep things separate within your business. So within those 2 different categories, I build an entire team specifically for acquisition, and I built an entire team specifically for fulfillment. Now, what I did when I started my funding business is hired 2 people that can lead acquisition and fulfillment. Before hiring those people, I was leading the fulfillment first. I just hired 1 more person who could handle acquisition. That could be your top sales guys. Splitting the business in 2 parts made my life so easy because essentially when I started my funding business, I hired 1 person that was doing all the organic DM setting, closing, and they were bringing all the clients to me, and I was the one who was getting them funded. So essentially I was having 1 person that was hunting all these deals, he was closing the deals, and I was the one funding those deals for the clients. So if you're a beginner, I would recommend you fulfill most of the deals for the first 3 months until you get the traction. Now, as you grow, I need you to hire people under those departments, acquisition and fulfillment, and build out a full-fledged team that can handle and be self-sufficient. A little bit about my journey is I started off with 1 person in the acquisition and 1 person in fulfillment. In stage 2, what I did after 3 months of us getting traction, you need to be in a sweet spot. At that time, we were doing at least $25,000 a month. And during that time, we were cash flow positive and we were able to afford to plug in 2 more people in the acquisition so that we can expand and have more capacity to take more clients. So we hired 2 more closers that could go ahead and hunt more deals. Now, within that acquisition, we had established a organic marketing channel. So what we used to do is target the most popular social media: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And this is exactly how we hit 6 figures a month. Now listen to me carefully. We hired what's called DM setters. Essentially, what the DM setters do is they take part in Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn communities. They engage with the clients. They pitch them the idea about your offer. Let's say, for example, your offer is videography or your offer is media buying company or SMMA, then those DM setters are going to interact with the clients, find the pain points, find out their goals, and see exactly why they're not able to hit their goals. Maybe it could be lack of, not able to generate qualified leads. So the DM setters would understand their pain points and book a call with one of your closers who is essentially closing your deals and essentially add more lead flow from all these channels. Imagine your DM setters, you have 3 DM setters on each channel generating leads and setting appointments with the closer every single day. And your closer is closing all these deals and you're the one fulfilling it. So a little bit about our story is we had 3 DM setters working on all the 3 channels and they were booking 10 appointments a day. And at that time, our closing percentage was about 30%. So we were closing 3 deals a day, every single day. So we were closing on an average about 60 to 70 clients a month, just that specific month when I deployed those DM setters onto those channels. And we were charging anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 per deal. So you can do the math. Trust me guys, this is such a powerful model and I highly recommend test it out for your business. If you're looking to grow organically and hit your first 6 figures a month. Stop running ads, stop doing performance marketing, because I'm about to tell you exactly when will be the right time to do performance marketing. Now let's talk about how to scale your business to multi 6 figures a month. Now that you've got your acquisition dialed in, now you know how to scale your acquisition, let's talk about how to scale your fulfillment, because ultimately the only way you can scale your business overall is by scaling your fulfillment so that you can have more capacity to take more clients. Hope that makes sense. The reason how we hit multi 6 figures a month is by scaling the fulfillment first so that we can accommodate more clients and fulfill more clients before scaling the acquisition. Here's a strategy. You cannot scale acquisition without scaling your fulfillment. The reason why, if you create a lot of demand, but if you're not able to fulfill those demand, then you're going to break your system. You're going to have more unqualified clients, plus you're going to have more frustrated clients because you're not able to fulfill those clients. Overall, your business reputation is going to be sabotaged. Now, I want you to scale your fulfillment team first before even creating more demand. Okay? The reason why, for any business to be successful and thrive for a longer period of time, you need to have a bigger supply than your demand. Always. You need to have the capacity to fulfill. So, just to give an example, what we did when we hit our first 6 figures a month, we went down in revenue just because we were consistently getting more clients, but at the same time, our quality of the services were jeopardized. I was having stress issues because I was the one who was fulfilling all these deals and not be able to assist a lot of clients. So immediately I started training and hiring on the fulfillment side. I hired something called fulfillment specialist who would work side by side and we would split the deal flow. So I hired a fulfillment specialist. She would take 10 clients. I would take 10 clients. I would train her and then we would keep going. We would start converting more deals. So now we went from one person converting 60 deals to now 2 people converting 60 each. Now we have more capacity. Now we hired a 3rd person. Now we were splitting 60 deals, and slowly I was able to plug myself out of the system and work on the business instead of working in the business. One thing to keep in mind is to chase that fine line between you working in the business and on the business. Ultimately, the goal is for you to work on the business, not in the business. But you cannot go with a mindset to always work on the business, because you got to be able to go in the trenches and see exactly what the problems are. And the only way to do that is working in the business to begin with. So there is always a fine line between in and out. So I always, even right now, we're doing multi 6 figures a month. I always step in the business, see what's going on, take all the problems, understand exactly what's going on, where can we actually improve, take the reports from my right-hand man and left-hand man. Right-hand man is handling acquisition, left-hand man is handling fulfillment. Take all the reports, evaluate where exactly are the bottlenecks, and solve those problems. Again, let's bring it down to where we were before. Now, third, let's talk about increasing the quality of your services. Now that you have a scalable acquisition and a scalable fulfillment, let's talk about how to increase the customer satisfaction by improving the services. Now you can genuinely work on optimizing the results, adding more value to the clients, and making them happy customers. And the way I would recommend doing that, if you're a beginner and if you've come to that point, again, I don't want to go too deep into this because I can talk all day, is by doing tech integrations. Now, what do I mean by that? As soon as the client gets fulfilled, we have something called feedback and testimonials. So automatically there will be an automation for a happy client that goes ahead and sends them a review link where they can leave a really good review system. And we also have a community where they can actually put all their reviews and wins. One of the things we've built with our clients is strong core values. That means on the front end in the acquisition, the closers set expectations. Hey, would you mind leaving us a good review or sharing your wins with the community if we're able to produce you results? Fair enough, cool. As soon as the client gets results or we were able to deliver, they go to the community. Guess what they do? They leave us a really good review. They post their wins because they see others posting their wins. So now they feel more aligned with others because now they're posting their wins and there's constant wins being posted in the community. So build a strong review system. Second thing is we build case studies. As soon as the client gets fulfilled, I instruct the closers to hop on a call with the clients so that we can take feedback. We can understand exactly how authentic the process has been so far. Where can we improve? How can we improve? What are some of the things that we can improve on? And ultimately, we find out what are the stuff we need to improve on, we implement it, and we also get a testimonial. We also get good results or good word from the clients that we can use for the marketing purposes. Now, fourth, I'm going to talk about automations in business. Automations are one of the most important things you need to implement in the business. It makes your life so easy. Trust me. Now, the software we use for automations is called Zapier. I'll tell you exactly what it does. So as soon as the client gets onboarded, the Zapier sends them an onboarding form where they can fill out all their information, and then it collects all the data from them so that we can understand what we're working with. And then after that, the Zapier sends them a Slack invite where they can communicate with our fulfillment channel. So everything is all happening automatically. We're not the ones leveraging our time to send all these links to make everything happen, because ultimately the software is doing all the heavy lifting for us. Getting the clients onboarded onto the Slack, sending the clients onboarding sheet, scheduling the call with the onboarding specialist, sending them reminders after they have been fulfilled, sending them invoice. Everything is happening automatically just with one software. Obviously you have to configure that software, but at the same time it saves so much efforts that a human can make, and ultimately getting us a return on our energy where we can focus more energy into needle moving things than doing all these nitty-gritty things. So I recommend using Zapier if you are looking to start a service-based business to automate a lot of stuff. The most important thing that I want to touch base on is having SOPs. Now, SOPs meaning standard operating procedures. Now, if you want me to talk more about the SOPs, then follow my channel. I will make a separate video because I just don't want to spend a lot of time talking about how to build SOPs. I will talk about SOPs in the next video. And if you got a value from this video, please go ahead and follow me, because I'm here to genuinely provide value and help you build your first service-based business to 6 figures a month in the next 90 days. Cheers.